Welcome to Not Her Anymore, the podcast for women who are done abandoning themselves just to keep the peace. I'm Leanne Brown, an accredited ICF coach and holistic therapist, and this is your space to heal the patterns that kept you small so you can reclaim your power, your voice, and your worth. No more people pleasing, no more performing. Just real conversations, deep healing, and the truth that you've always known deep down. You're not her anymore. Let's begin. Hello, lovely. Welcome back to Not Her Anymore. It's so good to be here with you, especially today. And if your week has felt heavy or your nervous system's been asking you to pause, this episode is probably for you. It is here to meet you gently. I want to talk about something that I have felt really deeply this week, and that is the pressure to keep it all together, to smile, to show up, to be okay, even when I've really not been feeling okay. You know that role, the one where you're the strong one, you're the reliable one, the one everyone turns to, the one who doesn't fall apart. And it's so praised. It's so expected, but it's also so very exhausting. And sometimes the cost of being the strong one is that you just don't have the space to feel. And so the truth is, there's a difference between feeling resilient and being rigid. And sometimes our strength is actually our survival strategy. And hands up, I used to wear that badge with pride. I was always the one who could handle it, who didn't ask for help, who stayed calm in the chaos. But what I didn't realise was that I was holding everything together for everyone else. I was ignoring what I needed the most. And maybe, just maybe, you have done this too. Maybe you're even doing it now. If you are, tell me, share it with me, because honestly and truly, I really get it. You are welcome to message me on Instagram or even in my inbox. Jump in and just say hello, and even just the one sentence, I'm holding everything for everyone but myself. That's all you have to say. And perhaps I can help you. Perhaps I can support you because I have the experience. I totally get it. So I want to share a little bit with where I am at the moment. And I feel like I'm really... what are the words? I really feel like I'm coming home to me and who I am, who I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be doing. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my business. I love supporting women. I love talking about all things nervous system, breath work, movement, yoga. As you can probably tell, that's one of my new recent things that I've been diving into more and more. And alongside all of that comes childhood trauma and, just any type of trauma recently. But I guess where I'm at the moment is that I'm really feeling a shift, and parts of me have felt like I've been crumbling inside for months. But then there's another part of me that is just, no, keep it all together, keep going, because, the benefits will outweigh, and, all of the positive things I've been telling myself and I've been trying to feel. But what I've really noticed is the more that I feel into myself, into my body, the more I feel like I'm changing, and I feel like I'm choosing softness over strength. I am sharing so much vulnerability all the time. And although it's very open and it's, letting the world into my world, it still feels so aligned and just right. I think that's the right thing to say. And I guess this shift is coming from the fact that I have dived so much more into yoga and breath work recently. And you might have seen that I've been sharing a few blogs recently on the website. So if you haven't, go and check those out. But what I've been noticing, the more that I'm diving into my body, the more I am feeling like me again. You might have heard me mention before, I used to be in the performing arts when I was a child. And then when I was about 20, I wanted to be a yoga teacher, but that didn't happen because I had 2 young children. And now, nearly 2 decades later, I feel like I've done a full circle, and I have been building various businesses. For some of you that know, I used to be a full-time VA. I still do some of that now, and I work with like the well-being industry, and I absolutely love it. And at the same time, I've got this side of my business where I support women with their nervous system, with breath work and regulation and movement and all sorts of things. But I can really feel a shift. And although I still want to carry on doing that so much more, because I've been working within my body, it feels like it's now telling me that I need to dive into that more whilst it's feeling so good. And so I think that's where I'm getting the pull to do more classes. So breathwork classes and yoga classes eventually, when that's all finalized and I'm an officially a qualified teacher. But at the moment, the breath work is really pulling me in, and I just really want to support women with their nervous system day to day. And I've been so scared about sharing that out loud because I feel like it's not sharing the strong side of me. And because I keep looking at my business as a whole and wondering what it is that I'm doing, where I'm going with it, who it is that I really work with. And parts of me, I think it's my nervous system that's really trying to protect me. It's designed to, hold it all together all the time. And I have been really feeling that chronic tightness in my jaw, in my belly, in my chest, and it's been keeping me stuck. But what I've realized is that just because I'm changing direction slightly, it's not a failure. It doesn't mean that I've got it all wrong and I've messed up, or that I should be ashamed, or that, oh, here Leanne goes again, she's changing what she's doing, that kind of thing. I'm actually leaning into my body, and now I'm thinking, no, actually, it's just that I've had to learn along the way to find where it is I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be doing. And I can feel my body really telling me to just let go. Stop holding on to all the tightness and the shoulds of what I should be doing. And, the people that are watching and listening and all of that stuff, I need to do what feels right for me. And I want to tell you that sometimes the most powerful thing that you can do is just put something down. Metaphorically or, actually in real life, put it down. Just let the mask slip and even let someone else hold you, or let the breath hold you just for that once and see how it feels. I want to give you permission to fall apart sometimes. You are allowed to fall apart sometimes. You are allowed to say, I'm not okay. You are allowed to not have all the answers straight away. You are allowed to change at any point if you want to. You are allowed to rest. You don't have to keep proving how strong you are. And although I'm sharing this with you, I'm also sharing this for myself because of where I am at the moment in business. Now, true strength isn't holding it all together. It's allowing yourself to be held. So, if you've been carrying too much lately, this is your sign to put it down. Just for a moment. Breathe and allow yourself to be. So I'm going to invite you to do some reflections here if this has resonated with you. So get out your journal, or you can do this after you've listened to this episode. And I'd like you to reflect on, what are you holding that no longer needs to be yours? What would it feel like to soften into support? Who told you you had to be the strong one? And is it still true? Oh, there's some really good questions. I'm so glad I came up with those questions. Okay, so thank you so much for being here with me today. And if this episode spoke to you, please know that you're not alone. You can hear where I am at the moment. And I know that I'm not broken. I know that I'm allowed to make change, and that it's okay to not have all the answers together all the time. And one last one, it's okay to rest. So don't forget, if you need support regulating your nervous system, I've created a free breathwork video and guide, which you can download from the show notes. And there's also a free training there as well in the show notes. So please remember, you're not her anymore, and you don't have to hold it all together anymore. You've got this. You can let go just a little. I'll see you again soon. Thank you for listening to Not Her Anymore. If this episode gave you something to think about, something to feel, or something to finally let go of, please subscribe, leave a review, or share it with a woman who needs it. And if you're ready to go deeper, download my free training, Tired of Saying Yes When You Really Mean No. You'll find the link in the show notes. For more support, resources, and connection, come find me on Instagram at @RegulateWithHer. You are never the problem, and you never have to prove your worth. Until next time, trust yourself. You've got this.